Hi, my name is Emilien Moyon. I'm the director of the Global Entertainment and Music Business program at Berklee College of Music in Valencia, Spain. So I run a graduate program in music business. So I prepare next generation of industry professionals to work in the music industry or be entrepreneurs. Many things have changed in a way that jobs and roles in the music industry are less and less in silos. You need to understand how different parts of the industry are connected to each other, also understanding the way technology impacts jobs. Things are changing a lot. Business models are in constant evolution, and so people who are able to rethink new models and be creative, and what we're talking about in this conference about thinking entrepreneurially is much more important. I think it's the constant evolution of technology that's triggering new ways of consuming music. I mean, I remember in the past, like you had vinyl records were the way you consume music for a long time before they got disrupted by cassette and by CD. Those technological shifts were changing the way we consume music, but it was still pretty much the same from one cycle to another. Now, the music is accessible on smartphone on many different ways. In when we play video games, when we consume social media content, music is everywhere, and the way we connect to it is has multi different ways with multiple channels. So it definitely look like things are constantly being reinvented. On one side, there's so much noise that it's difficult for an artist to know what to do. It can be confusing. There's lots of platforms, lots of tools. But at the same time, what you ask an artist, what an artist needs to do is focus on his music, and it's still all about good music. Without good music, well, that's very difficult to make it, and with good music, it's still difficult. I don't think it's responsibility of an artist to be able to do everything around their art and on the distribution. The key is to find a good team, find people you can rely on, and this team to understand what's the best way to connect to an audience. So you have both sides. You have more channels and more tools. So the downside is that it's more confusing. The positive out of it is that it gives more opportunity and more ways for an artist to make it work. So it's not. I don't think it's harder or easier. It's different. We teach a whole of thing. It's a mix of skills. Like understanding the way the music business work, the understanding how legal aspects, copyrights, understanding how distribution work. After there's of course soft skill about leadership and entrepreneurship and how to cooperate. The combination of all of this together is what makes somebody perform well in this industry. But right now, the one of the big things we've talked about here was AI. It's you probably heard that a lot. It's a trendy concept because a lot of people are trying to understand exactly where AI is going to, how is it going to impact the job, the processes, the business models, and I know there's a lot of anxiety and fear towards AI replacing, substituting some of the jobs, but I think what's more the best way to look at it is to how it can be. Those are tools that can be used in complement to what we're already doing to improve and make the business processes more optimal. I think pretty much every side of the industry can be impacted by AI, from music composition. It's not only a suggestion on DSPs and on music offers. I mean, from the production element to the creativity element to the distribution element to how you market your music, AI can have an interaction and shape all of this. So those are good questions to ask before we end up, be in a situation that we don't want to be. So it's good to think about those models and how we want to integrate those technology in our current businesses. But I find it quite exciting. I think that there's a risk by letting algorithm define the music that we listen to, that it's kind of get into a funnel the same way as social media. It's very easy to kind of streamline the communication, and so yeah, probably, we don't, already, the music consumption is a pyramid where you have a very small artist that represent a very large amount of streams, and then you have a big body of artists that are not being don't have less than 100 streams. So it's already pretty disparate in terms of repartition of streams per artist. We need to use AI to maybe make it a bit less of a situation. Make the pyramid a bit flatter rather than steeper. I think technology is a tool. The technology is not going to decide what we do with it. It's our decision to see how we want to incorporate those tools. But the technology is never good or bad. It's what we do with the technology that will define if it's positive or negative. I think it's an evolution. We've seen Elon Musk and a few of his, of the AI specialists who've put on pause some of the initiative around AI to, the new iteration of ChatGPT to have time to think about it. But I think it's a direction that we're taking, and I don't think there's going to be a going back without AI. I think right now we're figuring out exactly what it means, and it might be a bit too fast. So I think it's good to maybe take a little bit of time to breathe and think about the impact.